Picture this. A celebrity, once celebrated by millions after a single dramatic night, experienced a complete collapse of public approval. The truth is, Hollywood's bright lights frequently conceal narratives like this one. Accounts of people who reached the peak of fame, universally loved, only to forfeit everything in a single instance of flawed decision-making. Unveiled secrets, astonishing scandals, and hidden darkness have plunged them into cycles of disgrace and hardship. Some succumbed to brutality or dependence. Others endured horrific abuse from stepfathers in their youth. Prepared to confront the realities behind their brilliant veneer? Prepare yourself, as today's 20 accounts will be difficult to accept. 20. Lamar Odom, from NBA champion to addiction and a devastating scandal. This NBA legend, Lamar Odom, overcame hardship to achieve basketball superstardom, securing 2 NBA championships with the Los Angeles Lakers in 2009 and 2010. His remarkable career and versatility made him famous, further amplified by his marriage to Khloe Kardashian. Yet, this celebrated status was quickly eclipsed by a series of devastating events. During his troubled marriage to Khloe Kardashian, Lamar became entangled in substance abuse and encounters with exotic dancers. In 2015, he was discovered unresponsive at a Nevada brothel after using cocaine and performance-enhancing substances. This event left him critically ill, in a coma for several weeks, deeply impacting the Kardashian family and his supporters. Furthermore, his infidelity significantly tarnished his public image. Post-retirement, Lamar faced significant financial difficulties despite earning over $100 million throughout his basketball career. These hardships stemmed from the intense pressures of professional athletics, as well as Lamar's unstable upbringing. His mother's death at age 12 and his father's absence created a void that deeply affected his life. The confluence of these factors led Lamar to make regrettable choices, spiraling into drug addiction and a profound personal crisis. While unable to resume his basketball career, Lamar embarked on a new path, sharing his harrowing experiences on television and in interviews, hoping to serve as a cautionary tale. 19. Will Smith, conquering family trauma to achieve Hollywood stardom. Will Smith, a name synonymous with countless Hollywood hits, embodies resilience and triumph. His journey began as a rapper in the duo DJ Jazzy, Jeff and the Fresh Prince. He transitioned to television fame with The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, subsequently dominating the silver screen with memorable roles in films such as Men in Black and Independence Day. Yet, this glittering career couldn't mask the deep emotional wounds he carried. Will's upbringing was far from idyllic. He experienced a turbulent family life, witnessing his father physically abuse his mother. These traumatic memories profoundly impacted Will, leaving lasting psychological scars that persist. These wounds not only affected his youth, but also impacted his adult relationships. At the 2022 Oscars, Will Smith struck Chris Rock after a joke targeting his wife, Jada Pinkett Smith, regarding her alopecia-related hair loss. This shocking act resulted in widespread condemnation, boycotts from various organizations, and the loss of endorsements and film opportunities, all ultimately rooted in the violent environment of his youth. He later issued a sincere apology for his impulsive actions. Despite forging a successful career and a loving family with Jada Pinkett Smith, unresolved childhood trauma led to a personal crisis. Still, Will Smith stands as a symbol of remarkable resilience, overcoming immense challenges to become a globally admired star. 18. Kobe Bryant. A somber period in the life of a basketball icon. Possessing exceptional skill from a young age, Kobe Bryant propelled the Los Angeles Lakers to the heights of success, securing 5 NBA championships and numerous accolades. He shone brightly in the basketball world, recognized as one of the all-time greats, boasting 18 NBA All-Star selections and 2 Olympic gold medals. However, in 2003, an unforeseen event transpired when Kobe faced accusations of assaulting a hotel worker in Colorado. This legal action triggered a significant controversy, tarnishing his previously unblemished reputation. While the accuser ultimately chose not to provide testimony and the matter concluded with an out-of-court settlement, the intense media scrutiny and public reaction cast a shadow over Bryant's career. Yet, despite this challenging phase, Kobe demonstrated resilience, adding 2 more NBA titles to his legacy and issuing a public apology, expressing remorse for his actions. 17. Oprah Winfrey, conquering unbelievable hardship to reign as media royalty. Oprah Winfrey embodies not just global media prominence, but also unwavering resilience in the face of immense suffering. Born into poverty in Kosciuszko, Mississippi, Oprah endured a youth marked by brutal abuse. At only 9 years old, she suffered sexual assault perpetrated by relatives and her mother's associates. These traumatic events inflicted not only physical injury, but also left lasting psychological scars. The adversity didn't cease there. At 14, Oprah experienced another devastating blow, becoming pregnant and, lacking support, suffering a miscarriage. This anguish was difficult to bear, yet the trauma proved pivotal. Rather than yielding to despair, she channeled her pain into a drive to transcend poverty and hardship, impacting not only her own life, but the lives of others profoundly. Following decades of relentless dedication, she ascended to become one of the wealthiest and most influential women globally. The Oprah Winfrey Show, running for 25 years, touched countless lives, cementing Oprah's status as an inspirational figurehead. Her media empire stands as a monument to tireless effort. Yet, underlying her achievements are wounds that remain. She is not only a symbol of perseverance, but also a testament to the strength of the human spirit, rising from unimaginable depths to become a powerful leader who continues to motivate the world through unwavering conviction. 16. Sean Diddy Combs, a music mogul's downfall amid scandalous allegations. Sean Diddy Combs, a music industry icon, established the Bad Boy Records empire, masterminding chart-topping hits such as I'll Be Missing You. His roles as a producer, rapper, and entrepreneur redefined hip-hop, launching the careers of stars like the Notorious B.I.G., Faith Evans, and Mace. However, his accomplishments were overshadowed by surfacing personal scandals. In September 2024, Diddy became embroiled in a major scandal involving accusations of participation in illicit parties where alleged coercion into drug use and sexual activity occurred. A lawsuit filed by ex-girlfriend Cassie Ventura, alleging sexual and physical abuse, sent shockwaves through the industry. Further compounding the situation, Diddy faced arrest and charges of sex trafficking, blackmail, and rape. The severity of the accusations intensified in December 2024 when 3 men filed lawsuits alleging sexual assault and rape. These legal actions severely impacted Diddy's empire, triggering investigations and the potential for a life sentence. His image, once synonymous with power and affluence, is now threatened with irreversible ruin. 15. William Cosby, a beloved figure in America, faced a devastating downfall. He was a prominent figure in entertainment, a successful actor, producer, and comedian with a remarkable career. His most memorable role was as Cliff Huxtable on The Cosby Show, where he depicted the quintessential father, a role model for many American families. Cosby received numerous accolades, including an Emmy, becoming a national icon. This America's Dad persona resonated deeply with viewers. However, this image shattered following a series of appalling scandals. It began in the 2000s when Andrea Constand accused Cosby of sexual assault in 2005. Constand alleged that Cosby lured her to his residence, incapacitated her with drugs, and assaulted her while she was unconscious. Despite an out-of-court settlement, numerous other accusers emerged. The Me Too movement, gaining momentum in 2014, saw over 60 women leveling similar accusations against Cosby. This included well-known models such as Janice Dickinson and Beverly Johnson, who both claimed Cosby used sedatives to attack them. In 2015, Cosby was apprehended and charged with sexual assault. In 2018, he received a 3 to 10-year prison sentence, becoming one of the first high-profile figures convicted under the Me Too movement's banner. The America's Dad image is now a painful reminder of a fallen icon, and Cosby's career is irrevocably ruined. The root of this tragedy might be linked to Cosby's past. Born into poverty in Philadelphia, he overcame adversity to achieve stardom. However, the entertainment industry fostered an environment of unchecked power. It is tragic that Cosby let power corrupt his judgment, harming over 50 women throughout his career, shielded by a system within the industry. These terrible events highlight the perils of unrestrained power, and the consequences are beyond measure. 14. Mariah Carey. A facade concealing familial suffering. The globally renowned vocalist Mariah Carey, celebrated for her extraordinary vocal talent and sales exceeding 200 million albums, achieved iconic status during the 1990s. Her career began with Sony Music in 1988, launching her eponymous debut album in 1990, and instantly captivating a worldwide audience with her chart-topping hits. Yet, concealed beneath this veneer of success lay a painful past, fully understood only by those directly involved. Allison Carey, Mariah's sister, cast a long and somber shadow over her life. From a young age, Allison struggled with alcohol, drug addiction, and significant mental health challenges, leaving Mariah to repeatedly bear witness to her sister's anguish. The profound sense of powerlessness and sadness caused by watching a loved one endure such hardship deeply impacted Mariah. While striving to maintain familial ties, Mariah couldn't fully escape the enduring emotional wounds inflicted by these traumatic events, ultimately leaving her feeling alone and devastated. 13. R&B superstar Chris Brown, initially a musical prodigy who achieved early fame with hits such as Run It and Forever, showcased exceptional vocal talent and dance skills, quickly becoming a leading R&B figure in the 21st century. However, his trajectory drastically altered following a devastating incident in 2009. The assault on Rihanna instantaneously destroyed his career. After a pre-Grammy event, he physically attacked Rihanna in a vehicle, inflicting severe injuries. The graphic images subsequently released shocked the public. The world was stunned by the drastic downfall of such a prominent star. He received 5 years probation and community service. Yet this marked only the commencement of a string of controversies. His career suffered a significant decline, endorsements were terminated, and he endured a public backlash. Nevertheless, he persisted in releasing albums, occasionally generating further scandals. In 2013, he was apprehended for assaulting a man. Furthermore, by 2016, Law enforcement surrounded his residence after a woman reported threats made against her with a firearm. From extravagant parties to violent relationships, Chris Brown's life remained embroiled in continuous controversies. The source of these misfortunes may stem from his childhood experiences. His father's abuse of his mother profoundly impacted his mental state, hindering his capacity to manage anger. The combined allure of the entertainment industry and the pressure of fame exacerbated his emotional instability. Despite efforts at rehabilitation and a return to music, his career never regained its previous pinnacle, forever shadowed by his past actions. 12. Russell Wilson, the celebrated football player, and the swirling controversies surrounding his reputation. Among the NFL's most exceptional quarterbacks, Russell Wilson captivated fans with his masterful gameplay and inspiring leadership. Following his Super Bowl victory in 2014, he ascended to iconic status, revered not just for his athletic prowess, but also for his perceived integrity and exemplary personal life. Yet, beginning in 2016, Wilson unexpectedly became entangled in a wave of unsubstantiated rumors concerning questionable conduct in his private life. These narratives cast doubt upon and tarnished the pristine image he had carefully cultivated in the public's view. Despite the absence of definitive proof, these allegations prompted many to reconsider their perception of his previously flawless existence. Given his considerable fame, relentless media scrutiny, and the intensely competitive nature of professional sports, Wilson was forced to confront these baseless claims. Nevertheless, he remained resolute, refusing to permit these rumors to diminish his extraordinary accomplishments. 11. Don King. From boxing royalty to a disgraced figure, Don King established a boxing empire featuring iconic bouts such as the Rumble in the Jungle between Muhammad Ali and George Foreman. During the 1970s and 80s, he became a dominant manager, propelling stars like Mike Tyson and Evander Holyfield to boxing's zenith. Yet, this success was overshadowed by a string of appalling scandals involving criminal activity and manipulation. The horrific 1966 murder case revealed King's dark side when he killed his employee, Sam Garrett, after discovering a $600 theft. Overwhelmed by fury, King beat Garrett to death, leaving witnesses aghast. A skilled defense lawyer secured a manslaughter conviction, resulting in a 3-year prison sentence from which he was released early. This murder, however, was only the start of his controversies. Allegations of mafia connections, financial fraud, and boxing manipulation left an indelible mark on his reputation. King faced significant legal battles. Muhammad Ali sued him for misappropriating $1.1 million in prize money. Mike Tyson, once viewing King as a father figure, sued him for $100 million in fraud, settling for $14 million, but irrevocably damaging their relationship. Despite a tarnished image, King maintained considerable influence within boxing, especially with fighters like Tyson. What explains this trajectory? A childhood steeped in poverty and violence, followed by the temptations of wealth and power in the boxing world, ignited King's volatile temperament, culminating in avoidable scandals. 10. Richard Pryor. A harrowing, tear-stained escape from a brothel. Richard Pryor, a comedic icon, was renowned not just for his exceptional storytelling abilities, but also for a life marked by intense struggles. His initial comedy records captivated global audiences. His professional achievements included multiple awards, notably an Emmy, and a pioneering role in the stand-up comedy album market. Yet, this was merely a superficial glimpse. Pryor's upbringing in a brothel, where his mother worked as a prostitute, shaped his early life. Furthermore, he endured the trauma of sexual abuse by his grandfather and witnessed his mother's alcoholism firsthand. These deeply painful experiences followed him persistently. He channeled his suffering, however, into his art, creating profoundly insightful and original comedy. His career, while incredibly successful, was shadowed by substance abuse. The 1980 incident, where he self-immolated while under the influence of drugs, starkly illustrates his self-destructive tendencies. This behavior originated from the deep psychological scars of his past. Despite these significant obstacles, his struggles fueled his rise, culminating in a highly influential comedy career and inspiring countless individuals. 9. Jennifer Beals, a shadowed past, marital struggles, and a triumphant return. Jennifer Beals, the enduring star of the 1980s, achieved international recognition portraying Alex Owens in the hugely popular Flashdance, 1983. The movie earned $200 million globally, instantly making her a star. However, behind this dazzling success lies a life marked by hardship, sorrow, and seemingly insurmountable obstacles. Jennifer's early years were shattered by her father's death from a stroke at age 9. This tragedy worsened when her mother remarried, introducing darkness into their family. Reports indicate she suffered sexual abuse from her stepfather, resulting in significant emotional trauma and a persistent fear of men. These painful ordeals led Jennifer to find comfort and community within the LGBT community, becoming a vocal advocate for equality and inclusion. Following the peak of Flashdance, Jennifer experienced several unsuccessful film projects, gradually fading from the spotlight. Her personal life reflected this instability. Her 10-year marriage to director Alexandra Rockwell ended unhappily, falling short of her romantic ideals. This left Jennifer feeling isolated and questioning her self-worth. Yet, Jennifer persevered. She married entrepreneur Ken Dixon in 1998, finding contentment in her small family, which expanded with the arrival of her daughter in 2005. Her career was revitalized by her portrayal of Bette Porter in the acclaimed series The L Word, 2004-2009. This role not only restored her prominence in the industry, but also solidified her enduring status as a symbol for the LGBT community. Jennifer Beals, having overcome a difficult childhood, shines brightly, demonstrating that hope endures even in the face of adversity. EN8, the iconic rapper Snoop Dogg, a symbol of hip-hop, triumphed over adversity. Born Calvin Cortazar Broadus Jr., Snoop Dogg's rise to fame is legendary. His 1990s album, Doggy Style, propelled him to superstardom with sales exceeding 35 million albums. His collaborations with major brands and television programs significantly boosted his public image. Yet, his journey wasn't without significant challenges. In 1993, at the peak of his popularity, Snoop faced a murder charge stemming from a Los Angeles incident. His career appeared to be on the brink of collapse, but with Johnny Cochran's expert legal representation, he was found not guilty, the court accepting his claim of self-defense. The ordeal, however, profoundly affected his career trajectory. It's possible Snoop Dogg's struggles were a direct result of the harsh realities of his upbringing. Nevertheless, he persevered, maintaining his highly successful music career. 7. The renowned Dr. Dre, a music icon trapped in a violent past. Dr. Dre, the founder of Death Row Records, is not only a masterful rapper and music producer, but a pivotal figure who defined a significant period in hip-hop history. His accomplishments, from revolutionary albums such as The Chronic U to propelling artists like Eminem and 50 Cent to stardom, created an unparalleled musical legacy. Yet, even at the zenith of his success, Dr. Dre confronted numerous allegations of violence. His former girlfriend, Michelle, disclosed a pattern of abuse throughout their 8-year relationship, including an incident where he fractured her nose, necessitating surgery. The violence continued. In 1991, Dee Barnes accused Dre of assaulting her at a nightclub following a dispute about a television program. This public assault resulted in community service and probation, tarnishing the image of a musical giant. These actions stemmed from Dre's difficult upbringing in Compton, marked by consistent violence and poverty. A fractured family and a perilous environment profoundly impacted his psyche, cultivating a hardened, occasionally ruthless personality. The music industry, in which Dre fully immersed himself, presented additional temptations and pressures, contributing to uncontrolled behavior in his personal life. Consequently, while he remains a prominent figure in music, scandals and personal misfortunes have unfortunately eclipsed the extraordinary achievements of a legend. 6. Robin Rihanna Fenty, a poignant story. From a hidden family to agonizing betrayal, Rihanna didn't merely illuminate the music scene. She ignited the global stage with anthems such as Umbrella and Diamonds. Since 2005, she's ascended to a music and fashion powerhouse, representing major brands like Fenty. Yet, concealed beneath the glitz lay a familial tragedy that deeply wounded her. In 2009, Rihanna unexpectedly uncovered a startling secret about her father, Ronald Fenty. The father she cherished and supported had a clandestine family unknown to Rihanna. This disclosure struck her profoundly, further fracturing an already tenuous father-daughter bond. Ronald Fenty, in addition to being abusive and an alcoholic, surreptitiously leveraged his daughter's name for personal business gain without her consent. Rihanna, finally reaching her breaking point, initiated legal action against her father in 2019 for the unauthorized use of her name for profit. Growing up in a volatile environment with an abusive alcoholic father significantly impacted Rihanna's emotional well-being. The music industry's demands exacerbated these challenges, pushing her to the brink of a psychological crisis. Nevertheless, in the face of these hardships, Rihanna did not falter. She persevered, emerging stronger, and constructed her own substantial empire in both music and fashion. Despite the profound wounds inflicted by her family, Rihanna remains a formidable and autonomous figure, demonstrating that she is not simply a radiant star in the entertainment galaxy, but a woman of extraordinary resilience. 5. Morgan Freeman, a celebrated Hollywood icon, enjoyed global acclaim for his exceptional acting prowess. His memorable performances in films like The Shawshank Redemption, $1 Million Baby, and Driving Miss Daisy solidified his legendary status. With a career spanning over 50 years and an Academy Award win in 2004, Freeman became a highly influential figure. His distinguished voice and composed mannerisms established him as a recognizable brand. However, a series of unfortunate events and controversies have unfortunately impacted his public image. In 2018, the entertainment industry was rocked by accusations of sexual harassment leveled against Freeman. 8 women who had worked alongside him claimed inappropriate conduct, encompassing suggestive remarks and an alleged attempt to lift a female assistant's skirt on a film set. This sparked widespread public condemnation. Freeman issued a public apology while maintaining his innocence of any intentional harm. Further adding to the turmoil, 2009 saw the emergence of unsettling reports regarding an improper romantic involvement between Freeman and his step-granddaughter, Edina Hines, significantly damaging his reputation. Despite both parties denying these claims as false, public speculation persisted. The underlying causes of these controversies may be linked to Freeman's challenging upbringing and the seductive allure of Hollywood. Having experienced poverty and racial prejudice during his formative years, Freeman developed a resilient and independent nature. Yet, the influence and fame he achieved in Hollywood made him vulnerable to controversy. Despite his ongoing contributions, the shadow of these scandals remains a permanent aspect of Morgan Freeman's life story. 4. Robert Kelly. From a celebrated music icon to a disgraced figure in the entertainment world, his fall from grace was dramatic. He was a leading star in 1990s R&B, known for hits such as I Believe I Can Fly, Ignition, and Bump and Grind. Hailed as a gifted producer and architect of modern R&B, he garnered numerous prestigious accolades, including Grammy Awards. This remarkable success, however, masked a sinister reality. R. Kelly's career imploded under the weight of scandalous allegations of sexual abuse. His secret marriage to a 15-year-old Aaliyah, annulled after her family's intervention, was just the start. In 2017, accusations of operating a sex cult emerged, detailing how he allegedly lured and controlled young women within his properties. Disturbing accounts of his manipulation sent shockwaves through the public. Notably, Joy Savage's family publicly accused him of manipulating and controlling their daughter. Following years of legal battles and unpunished offenses, in 2021, 30 years imprisonment was the final verdict, concluding a dark chapter. His criminal history, however, was rooted in a deeply troubled past. He endured years of sexual abuse at the hands of a family member, significantly impacting his mental health and future actions. His childhood was defined by violence and abuse, leaving him vulnerable and susceptible to later abusing his power as an adult. The revelation of his crimes brought severe consequences and widespread condemnation. His once cherished public image was completely shattered. Colleagues, institutions, and fans rejected him, leaving behind a legacy tarnished by his actions and a promising career ruined. 3. Terrence Howard. Gifted performer or unusual personality. This acclaimed actor, celebrated for roles like DJ in Hustle and Flow and Lucius Lyon in Empire, is a prominent Hollywood figure. His successful career, marked by a SAG Award and appearances in major films such as Iron Man 2008, was unfortunately interrupted by personal difficulties and controversial pronouncements. This gifted individual's eccentric beliefs brought him into the spotlight. He famously declared conventional mathematics flawed, citing the equation Minden Hetz x1 minus 2 as an example, and unveiled a personal theory called terology. While Howard presented this as groundbreaking, it was met with widespread confusion and criticism. Online ridicule ensued, transforming his public image from talented actor to unconventional celebrity. These unusual views might be rooted in a difficult upbringing. A challenging childhood within a fractured family seemingly contributed to psychological trauma that impacted his perspectives and actions. Despite continuing to work on major projects including Empire, Howard's legacy is now intertwined with both his remarkable talent and his unconventional statements and actions. Is he a star or an eccentric? The story of Terrence Howard remains unresolved. 2. Philip Lewis. A rock star's fall from grace. Philip Lewis, The iconic frontman of the renowned hard rock band LA Guns enjoyed immense success in the 80s and 90s. His unique blend of hard rock and glam metal resonated deeply with audiences, establishing him as a key figure in the genre. Yet, this fame couldn't shield him from a devastating personal tragedy. In 2001, Lewis was involved in a fatal drunk driving accident, shattering his public image and leaving him grappling with immense guilt and remorse. Though he received probation, substantial fines and the unbearable weight of loss remained. Experts suggest the accident stemmed from the crushing pressures of his high-profile career, driving him towards self-destructive habits and a difficult period. He persevered, continuing his musical journey with LA Guns, but the accident cast a lasting shadow over his legacy. 1. The television icon Wendy Williams ensnared by marital infidelity. Wendy Williams, a prominent figure in American broadcasting, previously reigned as a top talk show host with The Wendy Williams Show. Her distinguished career started in radio before her television breakthrough. Wendy's assertive, frank hosting style garnered immense popularity, despite generating some controversy. Yet, behind the public image lay a series of devastating personal events. In 2019, Wendy learned that her husband Kevin Hunter had been unfaithful for 10 years with Sharina Hudson. The marriage she had publicly celebrated on television crumbled. The scandal rapidly became public knowledge, leading to her divorce filing that year. Concurrently, Wendy experienced a significant decline in her health. She battled Graves' disease, resulting in substantial weight loss and fatigue. She also sought treatment for alcohol and drug addiction at a rehabilitation facility. Wendy openly shared this struggle, transforming her characteristic resilience into a poignant confession. Following this difficult period, Wendy returned to television, attempting to recover. However, her public persona as the talk show queen was irrevocably altered. Of the 20 stars, several have suffered greatly due to poor choices. A single misstep can lead to immediate ruin. Beneath the surface glamour exists unpredictable darkness. The unseen pain is considerable. However, some individuals, despite enduring difficult childhoods and intensely traumatic experiences, demonstrate remarkable resilience, rebuilding their lives from the devastation. Their narratives show that a single act can alter one's life trajectory. What are your opinions on these celebrities? Leave your comments below and remember to subscribe for more concealed Hollywood accounts.